It is with great sadness that we announce the death of Marguerite Joseph, also known as Essie of VJ4, who resided in Cul-de-Sac. She passed away on August 25th, 2025 at the OKEU Hospital. She was 87 years old. She was predeceased by her mother, Susan Francis of VJ, father Precise of Bellevue V4, husband Emmanuel Joseph of Cul-de-Sac, grandchildren Ashka Francis, Keitha Tasha Francis, and Curti Prosper, nephew Maurice from Wavin Poisson, auntie Yuna Jo-Charles of Miku, uncles King Jo-Charles, who resided in VJ, and Gade, who resided at Pointe. Left to mourn are her daughters, Marlene Francis Pierre of the U.S., Julietta Esther Joseph, employed at the OKEU Hospital, Catherine Francis of VJ, who resides in Cul-de-Sac. Sons: Elwin Francis, also known as Morneau of the U.S., Albert Joseph of Martinique, Robert C. Joseph of Bexar, employed at C.O. Williams, Ronald Joseph of the U.S., Jeffers Joseph of Cul-de-Sac, John Winston Joseph, also known as Popeye, from Basse Joseph. Grandchildren: Peggy Anna Kimberly Francis, Sylvian Francis, Sham Francis, Brian Pierre, all of the U.S., Richie Joseph, who works at Basse Joseph, Richard Joseph, employed at Secret Hotel, Richard Joseph and Rich Joseph of Basse Joseph, Diana Tricia Joseph of Dennery, employed with the government of St. Lucia, Karim Rosemont of Granivier Dennery, Yanis Joseph in Canada, Rochelle Francis from Cul-de-Sac, Neil Francis, employed with Rendezvous, Glenn Francis, employed with Rendezvous, Danny Francis, Darwin Francis, both of Cul-de-Sac, Ian Francis, who is a swimming instructor at Yassen Learn to Swim program, Tobari Joseph in Martinique, Robert Prosper of Cul-de-Sac, Remy Placid of the U.S., Lana Prosper, Lance Willie, Lenny Clovis, all of Cul-de-Sac, Sancho Louis of Cul-de-Sac, who works at Royalton Hotel, Libra Joseph, Shakira Gilbert, Cashel Gilbert, Kimley Shalmine, all of Cooleytown, Debbie Joseph in Martinique, Jerry Kaken in Martinique, Aliyah Joseph in Martinique, Allison Joseph in Martinique, Brianna Joseph of the U.S., Alex Joseph of Cul-de-Sac, Malcolm Joseph of Cul-de-Sac, Delbert Joseph of Goodlands, Macrina Prosper, employed as Sandals, Kent Prosper in Martinique, Ray in St. Martin, Shamila Prosper in France, Cleisha Joseph, employed at First Caribbean Bank, Ryan Augustine Joseph, student at the University of Oxford in the UK, Jaden Meeks of the US, Shama Joseph, employed at the Accountant General's Department, great-grandchildren: Logan and Milo Pierre of the U.S., Heaven Francis Thomas of the U.S., Louise Thomas of the U.S., Chase and Amira Francis of the U.S., Benai McDonald of Dennery, Josiah Francis of Sunny Acres, Sanaya Stanislas attending Millet Primary School, Mackenzie Eugene, employed with Bank of St. Lucia. Chase Rosary, attending Millet Heights Preschool. Kenrick, Kanai, Kaylee, and Kieron Prosper of Martinique. Rayanne, Kaylee, and Kylie Joseph of the Bexar Primary School. Ella Prosper of Cul-de-Sac. Janaya O'Reilly of Bishop Charles Gashi School. Andres Remy of Bishop Charles Gashi School. Eliana Remy of the V4 Comprehensive Secondary School. Sharissa and Naim Philippe in France. Al, Liam, Bella, Alexia Joseph of Cul-de-Sac. Malaysia Joseph of Cul-de-Sac. Kylie Shawnmine. Cleani and Amaya Joseph in Martinique. Zara Francis of the Entrepot Secondary School. Noala Francis of Cul-de-Sac. Daisy Palage attending the Lacroix Mingo Combined School. Niall Francis of St. Mary's College. Sunny Francis and Jacob Francis of the Anglican Primary School. Amaya Smith of the Camille Henry Memorial School. Step-grandchild Keisha Augustine of the U.S. Sisters. Family of deceased Sister Iris of VJ Castries and V4. Family of deceased Sister Elvelina of Grace V4. Family of deceased Sister Maturinja Pierre of Duga Miku. Family of deceased Sister Patricia of Bellevue. Family of deceased Sister Catherine Fontenelle of VJ. Anne-Marie Eugene, also known as Delinda from VJ V4, who resides in St. Croix. Susanna Francis and family of VJ. Emilia of VJ and family. Keitha of Auger and family. Rosita of Latony and family. Etis of England and family. Catherine Seeley and family of Cowley. Teresa Albert of Grace V4 and family. Brothers, family of deceased brother Volney Francis of VJ. Family of deceased brother Horace from l'Abbaye Bexon. Family of deceased brother Fergus of Therefore. Family of deceased brother Crafton of Latony V4. Family of deceased brother J.K. Fontenelle. Sinefa of Latony V4, who resides in Canada. Nephews. Lawrence, also known as Jomo Pierre of Moshi and family. Cecile and family from Wavin Poisson. Michael Francis and family of VJ. Morrison Pierre, also known as Sino of l'Abbaye, residing in the U.S. Linus Eugene, employed at St. Lucia Electricity Services from Monaco. Lincoln Eugene of VJ. Other nephews from VJ Duga Miku, Latony, and Miku, too numerous to mention. Grand-nephews, Carlisle Eugene, Neil Eugene, Aidan Eugene, and Zane Eugene. Grand-nieces, Nadej Eugene, Nessa Eugene, Julietta Eugene. Nieces, Priscilla from Canada, Olga from Ancillary, and Marguerite Francis of VJ, Lucy Felicia and family of VJ, Michael Francis and family of VJ, Timothea Francis and family of Barbados. Other nieces of VJ, Duga Miku, Latony V4, and Miku, too numerous to mention. Cousin Helen Augustine of Miku. Other family members. Jean-Pierre family of the U.S., Canada, and Duga Miku. Timothy family of Lacoville. Eldra and family of Otsa. Vitalis family of Cul-de-Sac and Nakwamingo. Francis family from Marigot. McFarlane family of VJ and Deriso. Regis family of VJ. Randolph family of Lacoville. Tiroche, Miku, and St. Croix. Bido family of Deriso. Jotras family of VJ. Willie family of Cul-de-Sac and Agen, Ella and Edna and family from Vanna, Leo and family of Therefore, Vincent and family. In-laws, Winces Joseph in Martinique, Michael Pierre in the U.S., Gabrielle Pierre in the U.S., Chris Morris. Close friends, Charbin of Tico, also known as Agnes, Aggie of Cul-de-Sac, Bertha from Bardeny, Vincent from Bardeny, Ansuta of Cul-de-Sac, the Joseph family from Ciceron, Patricia Joseph of Dennery, Ern Augustine Nichols, teacher at the Camille Henry Memorial School, Mariette Francis of VJ, Septima and family of Cul-de-Sac, BBI Notza, Sela and family of Cul-de-Sac, Rosita and Tete of Martinique, Mr. Charlie of Mondador, Suzella in the U.S., Fabiana Augustine in the U.S. and family from Marigot, Lorna Jo of Bon Joseph, Greta Amide and Cynthia Fossois and family of Cul-de-Sac, Merlene and Curtis Edward of Cul-de-Sac, Rebecca Robinson and family of Cul-de-Sac, Delia of the U.S., Agnes Cole and family of Cul-de-Sac, by extension, the Edwards family, Chad Joseph of Montfortune, Mr. Harold and Miss Judith of Cul-de-Sac, the Prosper family of Cul-de-Sac, Clara from Barca Joseph, Miss Flores and family of Cul-de-Sac, Patrick Polius, also known as Sonson in the U.S., Samantha, also known as Popon, teacher at the Cicero Primary School, Sylvester family of Cul-de-Sac and Barca Joseph, other friends too numerous to mention of Cul-de-Sac and Barca Joseph, the entire communities of Cul-de-Sac and VJ, family, friends and relatives in Tortola, England and Canada, too numerous to mention. The funeral service for the late Marguerite Joseph, also known as Essie, will be held October 18, 2025 at the Temple of Faith Otsa Pentecostal Church at 2 p.m. Then she'll be laid to rest at the Shock Cemetery in Castries. Her body now lies at Rambally's Funeral Parlor, Calvary Road. May she rest in peace.